adventure will never end.
I'm just gonna start doing this, and just kind of sitting back before I do it, just to fuck with you guys, and then finally click it afterwards.
Yeah.
Too bad
So,
you didn't do it this time.
welcome to week 36 of Dungeon World.
Oh my god.
Yes, 36. We're short 2 people today, so we're going to be doing a backstory day, so we're going to kind of shift away from the start of our last story. And kind of go into one of the characters actually isn't with us right now, but should rejoin probably in the next 4 or 5 sessions would be my guess. So we're doing Seoras' backstory. So Waylon and Fergus, played by Tim and Mike, will be Seoras' friends and companions on his way to the tower. And we're going to kind of see how his adventure goes. This potentially might go over 1 session. It might end up being 2. Because we might be out 2 people next week also. But we'll see. I mean, if they make it, they make it. If not, then we'll do someone else's backstory next week. So, actually, I have a question. Are you guys looking forward to playing the Lancer, Mike and Tim? Just to give Moko shit for, how overpowered it is? Or is it more just to kind of see how it was at the start compared to what it is now?
I just found this morning that I was playing a Lancer.
Yeah, same.
We're making everybody play the class. So,
Hell yeah.
I guess...
No choice of the matter.
no healers, no nothing. It's perfect.
Who needs healer when you can mitigate damage? And heal yourself, basically.
Okay. So, we first, fade in on Seoras' home on the very south part of the Storm Peaks on its own lonely little island. If you would, Moko, would you describe your home and, the small island you live
Sure.
on?
It's a small island. There's some dense vegetation. There's a small rocky,
Rocky
kind
Cove
of
type
rocky coast. There's a sandy beach. You look off in the distance, you can see storms that just don't ever seem to go away, to the far south. They just kind of sit there, electrical storms. And you can see the sun's beating down overhead. It's kind of like a very green island, lots of grass.
Do you have a
Think of
dock
the
with
Scottish
a boat?
Highlands.
It's really
Yeah,
blue.
it's kind of like an inner
Super
cove that's got kind of like a sailboat.
Right. And it's probably roughly about a 4 to 5 hour row from your
It's a sailboat, not a rowboat.
sailboat. Fine, it's a sail, 4 to 5 hour sail from.
But it has rows,
just in case, of course.
just in case.
It's a small
In
one,
case there's no way.
but it takes about a half a day to get from your island to the actual mainland of the Storm Isles itself.
Mm-hmm.
Does your boat does it have any kind of symbol or thing on it at
No,
all, to define that?
it's a very plain white boat.
Cool.
Nothing extravagant about it.
Okay. So you, Seoras, have received a letter or a notice from the Lord of the Storm Isles in Olina that you've been summoned to take venture in a quest that he has for you specifically to do. You're right now kind of packing up, getting prepared. You're not sure how long you're going to be gone for. And it's roughly about an 8-day trip, I believe, to get to Olina from your house.
So I guess I would look at my dogs that I have, because I have 2 dogs,
Okay.
Chester and Field. Shh, don't hate. Don't hate. I look at Chester and it's like, hey, Pooches, you need to keep the homestead safe when I'm gone.
Do they know how to fish or something? Because how are they going to survive?
They are intelligent animals, and they know how to ration their food and eat other shit. Okay.
Okay.
They know how to ration their food.
So
Yeah, they're smart. They used to be human at one time until they were turned to dogs.
So you treat them like dogs instead of treating
No,
them...
they enjoy being like dogs, Tim. You're giving me a deliberate offense. Take -1 ongoing.
How is it
That's
deliberate
what
offense?
I need to.
Your questions I don't want to answer.
Oh.
Wow.
How dare you, sir?
Alrighty then.
Okay. So it's gonna take you the trip. We're just gonna do a quick, kind of fast forward through. I just wanted to describe your home and see what it was like. As you travel through the mainlands of the Storm Isles, There are very lush forests on either side of you as you cross to the north to the actual main road. It's there are some storms typically. It's known as Storm Isles because of the amount of storms it usually has. At this point in the season, it's kind of your calm season, which lasts for like 3 to 4 weeks.
Hmm.
So not very long. It's just like that one point in time where you guys get to relax and not have to worry about thunderstorms constantly. To your north, you always see at all points in the storm peaks themselves are just lightning bolts crashing down onto these mountaintops. With and due to this, as you would know, is from the lightning elementals that live up at the tops of these peaks. After a couple days trip on the road, you catch sight of Olena, which is kind of a sight to behold. It's one of the bigger towns on the Storm Isles. Do you want to describe how it looks like specifically? 'Cause I know you were talking about how it's more of a Celtic type of.
Yeah, it's kind of like a dark gray, almost like fortress kind of city,
Okay.
with farms on the outside. It has to do with a lot of irrigation, so everything flows into the river to prevent from flooding and all this other good stuff.
Cool. Very
It's like a darker grayish kind of color city.
Okay. Made of stone, wood. I'm assuming stone since darkest gray.
Stone with a little bit of wood.
Okay, and it would actually make sense because it's kind of taken from the mountains themselves and then converted into housing. So, you arrive at the town. Everybody kind of greets you because everybody's friendly. Everybody knows for the most part who you are, at least in general. Most people know the followers, the Lancers themselves, as they are like some are city guards as the lowly ranks, whereas other ones are the higher you get, the more well known you are. And I believe you were a captain rank, is what we decided.
Yes.
So
Captain Ring.
so as you travel around,
Okay.
everybody kind of shows you respect and greets you warmly. The women fawn over you here and there. Each one tries inviting you over for dinner, tells you, if you need a place to stay, you're more than welcome to stay at their place. They will take care of you.
Always making it awkward.
Do they smell
Always
beautiful?
Yeah.
Some of them do. Some
All
of
the
them
women
are.
here are 10 out of 10.
Some
out
of
of 10.
yes, the younger women
We're
are. Like that.
hardy. We're
Then there's the
hardy.
older ones that have let themselves go a
They
bit.
know their place.
They smell
They
like
know their-
cabbage.
Some of the poor ones, but there's very few of them.
Cabbage
Cabbages.
on this island.
Cabbages.
I hear Waylon in the back.
You hear him talking about cabbages, yes, off in the distance. So you eventually arrive at the at the fortress. To be more correct, it's not a castle.
Barracks.
Description. Is that a description of it? It's 5 thick round towers, or low, but they're set firm and strong for a great defensive line. They're connected by big, heavy walls made of the dark gray stone. It has crude windows kind of scattered generously across the walls, asymmetric pattern, along with crenellations that for archery and artillery in it. It has a great colossal metal gate. And it has guards standing. There's like 3 to 4 guards standing in front of this gate. And that's kind of what the castle looks like as you start to walk towards it. What do you? You shouldn't continue right away, or are you gonna look around the town for a tiny bit?
I guess I'll wander around the town a little bit, reacclimate myself to society before I go in.
So you're kind of looking around for a bit. At one point, you catch the eye of a young blonde girl who's she's a shopkeeper,
Okay.
or not shopkeeper, but she's a she kind of is in like brownish clothes. She's outside on a ladder, like dusting and cleaning off the outside of a building. As she like turns to look at you, she catches her eyes to your eyes, and then you notice that she starts to fall off balance. And begins
Oh no! I must go save her.
give me a dex roll.
Catch her.
Oh my god, are you actually
a
gonna kill
negative-
someone?
A -1 dex roll.
You put
Alright,
yourself at
baby.
an 8 on the dex. That's why I left it.
No, that's how those stats were originally.
There was just an 8. Oh, there was an 8 there when I opened it up.
Yeah, no, that's your first stat. That's
Well,
the negative
we're
one.
leaving it like that.
Oh my god. Oh
6.
my god.
So you
Oh,
go to catch her,
eight.
and it's no fault of your own. that you're not able to get to her. It's just the crowd of people in the way. Like you can't like push through them. You can't definitely like slide back and forth. And she,
Get the fuck out of my way.
and she falls and hits the ground. You hear a loud scream like "ow!" And you, as you eventually get to her, because you know you're still like making sure she's okay. She's rubbing her ass because she fell right on it. She's kind of, a couple tears coming down. Beautiful young lady. And she kind of looks up at you and she kind of like sniffles at you. She goes, "Oh, well that hurt."
Aye, lads, you took a great fall. You're lucky to be alive. Could have landed on your noggin.
She goes, "Yes." She goes, "I just, I saw you and something just came over me and
Oh.
I don't know what happened."
You gotta make it like
I like how he loses his accent whenever this happens.
Oh,
Oh, Aaron
it's
chose
me as a
bad
player, not me as a character.
No, I know. As
I-
soon as she
I
said
seem
that,
to
you
have
went
that
into your
effect on
hand.
everybody, lass.
She goes,
That's as much appreciated, but there's much better things you can do.
she
Did
goes,
I have honor women? I
Yes.
think I had honor women as my first one, actually.
I
You don't have to honor
it
women.
was, but I
Fuck.
chose not to use that one. I just use these two for
I'll
specifically.
just tack it on too.
All right. So she looks. She goes, "Well, you can make it up to me for having dinner with me." She's still rubbing her
Terribly
ass.
sorry. I have to go see the not warden. I have to go see
Lord.
the Lord. He's got a specific mission for me. I have to do. Otherwise, I'd help you out better, lass. But I can't help you right now.
She kind of like,
I'm terribly sorry. I do help her up though.
of course, as you help her up as you're saying this, she kind of
Of
gives
course,
you
Amell.
a little bit of a pouty face at the same time, like,
Another
okay,
time for that, lass.
sure, maybe when you return.
And he gets locked in the tower.
Then I walk towards the other parts of town. What else do I see?
You're walking
More
through the
women.
town. You still see the same kind of thing, like women kind of giving you glances here and there. A few here and there kind of come up to you, try to like give you, shower you with gifts. Other ones try to like talk you into coming home to have dinner with them. Other ones here and there are just kind of like walking with you, like in silence next to you, just smiling here and there.
Well, I am the captain of the guard. It is expected.
Are Mike and I going to deal with this BS?
Yep. I'm the only one character this bullshit.
I mean, you don't really see too much else. You're kind of just walking through.
Stop by the barrack.
Okay, you stop by the barracks.
Let them know I'm here.
Okay, they welcome you. I guess you would at this point you would probably catch an eye of Fergus and Waylon probably in there. Like you see them kind of like gearing up and getting their stuff on.
Aye, Fergus, Whalen. How have you lads been? It's been almost 3 moons since I've seen you last.
I mean, I have no clue what my character is supposed to have for motivation.
So
I just know that
you
he's
know that you're a hardworking person in the Lancer Order, where you are good friends with Seoras. You were both in the same like training like
You want
class.
to name the order?
I don't remember the name was.
Well, we're gonna name it the Order of the Hounds.
Order of the Hounds. Okay, and I've marked that.
There we go.
Do we howl? Is that a
No.
thing we do? Do we just randomly howl? Going into battle, we howl.
No. So you've
Like
known
faithful
him.
to the like crown kind of
This
thing.
is probably about 4 or 5 years after training, and you guys have always kind of caught up. You've been good friends for a while.
My character, as a response, he, whatever their like actual like stand to attention and then kind of salute one another type of action. That's
Okay.
what my
Then we do
character
the
does.
He howls.
We do the forearm handshake. It's like boom.
As you clash, and you hear a loud thunderous roar as you connect arms.
And I tell him, my mother still talks about you.
Aye, how is she these days?
She's doing well. She was sick a few months back, but now she's doing much better.
Aye, that's good news there, Fergus. What would we do without your mother's lovely meat pies?
Fergus. Make sure you say it right. You'll upset my mother.
Sorry, Fergus.
Fagrada.
Yes.
Hi, Waylon, how have you been? How's your life?
I'm sorry.
How'd
Whatever
you
you just said
sisters?
accent just broke me. I'm sorry.
Well, you best get composed and get going.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Waylon, I understand that you have this terrible issue with laughter. Everything seems funny to you, but this is being a little serious. How is everything with you?
Oh god. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Go to someone else. I need a moment.
So Fergus goes running off out of the order for some reason in
Waylon.
distress. Oh, Waylon, sorry, I'm sorry. In like some kind of distress,
I
and
think
like
he has to use the restroom there, Fergus.
that is a potential possibility that he is running right for the bathroom.
Can't handle your fucking accents, man. They kill me.
I don't know what's been up with him lately. I have no idea.
So
I
Waylon goes.
decided
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna come
well-
up with something to make his character appear one way, because if I tell, oh, he's emotional, now Tim's character's emotional, so I'm not picking.
No, he's just making a run for the bathroom or something. So he leaves
But
at the moment.
Fergus, I have to go see the Lord. So I'll come back later. We should definitely go out and have a beer or something afterwards. Catch up like old times.
Which you kind
Yeah.
of figures you would know that you are also summoned to go see the Lord, and you know the reason as to why. You know that you need to go. You're going to be escorting Seoras on his mission.
I don't know this though.
But you can either choose to tell him now that you're like, I'll come with you, or you can like kind of like secretly like show up afterwards and just smile when he summons you, like, hey, I'm here too.
I just say, yeah, I believe you're going to meet him at this time, right?
It's actually when I'm supposed to be there. How would you, Fergus? How do you know these things? I'm always surprised that you know whatever I'm thinking.
Well, we probably both got the same notification. It's just, I'm pretty sure I've heard a hunch of what we're doing, but I don't want to ruin the surprise for you. I pat you on the back, and I assure you with a smile that it's good news.
Hi, Fergus. You've always been one of those always bringing good news to me.
You're the one
I
that's
bring the
always
news,
doing-
and you bring the women.
I seem to have that gift.
See, you think it's a gift.
No, it's
No.
it's friendly banter.
Yeah.
Do you walk back in at this point, Waylon? After we hear a whoosh?
Yeah, I guess. Oh wait, there's actual
Of
plumbing.
Rainbow
course,
plumbing,
there's
yeah.
plumbing. It's magical plumbing.
It's magical. Stop. Yeah, I walk back in.
All right, so Waylon walks.
Look at the amazing that the drink's not flushed all the
Waylon
way.
walks in, face a little red, a little flushed.
Yeah, right there, lad.
Just something came back from last night.
Mm. You mean like that cat? That cat's girl. She's a mighty fine one. And you've done well with her.
I just wish she wouldn't smack me in the face with her tail.
Anyway, I've got to go see the Lord. I
yes,
just wanted to say the warden. That's the Lord.
it's the Lord.
The Lord. So we should probably go into that. Are you also going along with us?
Which Tim, you would know that you were also summoned. You know that you're going to be escorting Seoras. Same thing. You choose to tell him. You don't have to.
He adjusts his armor. Oh god.
As
And
he runs back into the bathroom.
yeah, he adjusts his armor. Goes, yes. We're going together.
Wonderful. That's all the treat. Yeah, that's all good. I almost said treat.
All right. So you all kind of go together, armored up. You know, you got your lances on your back. You're all wearing like leather tunics, each with probably a different color representing your rank.
Dark green.
Dark
They look
green.
like bags.
You look. Yes. No. You guys are. It's very fancy. Everything else coordinates with it properly. As you enter into the castle, the guards just kind of greet you as you walk in. Just Seoras.
Got it.
Guard. Seoras.
Because I don't know his name.
And the guy just like as he walks by, he goes, "He never remembers my name."
One of them goes, I too used to be a lancer until I took an arrow to the knee.
As we all walk, as you walk
Kill
in,
me.
you enter into not really what would be considered a normal throne room type of thing. It's more consider it like the banquet hall where the Lord is sitting at the middle of a very long table. On either
Like
on one.
edge, and then like other banquet tables
Yeah.
going down the way.
Yeah.
Like Whiterun?
I don't remember what Whiterun looks like, so I can't say yes
Right,
or no.
Whiterun. You went in. There was stairs and pillars, and there was two big long like banquet
Yeah,
tables.
yeah,
and
They that'd be a good idea of how this would look.
Yeah, like whatever.
So, he's sitting there. Next to him is his beautiful wife. I don't have a name for her, but she's very beautiful. As the king, sees you go. I didn't think of a name for her. You can give me a name if you wish. This is your
For
backstory.
who?
The queen, or whatever she would be considered as the lord's wife.
his next plaything.
It's her
We
name.
actually
her
don't know her
name is-
names. We've only heard her talked about by the
You've-
Lord, and it's
you've-
been sweet puns.
Yes. So you enter in. There's just the guards. There's not really much else going on. A couple servants here and there, kind of going by. And he looks at you, goes, "Seoras, it's good to see you."
Aye, the pleasure's all mine, my lord.
And you hear, "It's good to see you too, Seoras." As you kind of look, as
My lady.
the Lord's wife kind of looks, and you kind of see like
Nah,
maybe both
I
Fergus
don't make
and
eye contact
right,
with
but
the
Fergus
lord.
and Waylon, you both kind of notice
Okay.
as the Lord's hand kind of clenches into a ball for, I kind of like squeezes a little bit. At this.
I interrupt and go, "My lady, my lord, it's nice to see you."
He goes, "It's good to see you too, Fergus." He goes, "I'm glad you came together. This makes this much easier to do." He looks at you and goes, "So, down to business. Seoras, I have a mission for you. It's dangerous, but I believe only you are the one who can do it."
I am a lord, and anything for the lord and the Isles.
Yes.
That's her name, by the way. Good luck pronouncing it.
Durchtina. So,
I'm never pronouncing that name.
Good, because you don't have to, Tim.
nope.
You never have to.
So, until I go, "I need you all to say my name before you leave for good luck."
No.
So, he looks at you and goes, "It's going to be dangerous. You may be gone for a very long time. But I trust no one else to do so." As he kind of looks down at his wife again, his fist kind of unclenching a little bit, which, Seoras, you don't really make note of at all. He seems to do it a lot around you for some reason. So it's just kind of, for you, it's kind of
It's
a common thing.
Seoras
It's kind of a
to
twitch for him that you kind of is how you take it. So you, he
Archvitus.
looks at you and goes, "I need you to travel to the tower." Do you say anything when he mentions this? Because you would be aware of what the tower is.
I wait for him to finish. I wait for him to finish.
Okay. So he goes, "I need you to travel to the tower. Within the tower are 2 weapons. I don't remember what the names of them are. I think it was Gale Blood and something else.
Yeah, some whatever they are. We'll figure out the name.
But I need these 2 weapons. They are powerful lances."
Oh, was that out of game saying you don't know the names?
Correct.
I was
don't
about to
remember
say, you don't know the names, then why are we going?
Yada, yada, yada. No. So he looks.
Gale Borg and Gale something else.
Yes. So he looks and
Legendary one.
he looks and goes, "One is said to cut, then those wounds will never heal. The other one is said to pierce as if it was freshly made and never goes dull. They are within this tower, and we will need them for times in the future. I cannot reveal exactly what for, but you must retrieve them, return them to us. And with that, I think reward-wise, he goes, for a reward, you may have anything you ask.
All of us, or just one of us?
Him. Just him at the moment. He's only speaking to
Oh.
Seoras at the moment.
I gotcha.
We're just kind of watching.
You guys are like standing there kind of quietly.
So he's like
Do I
standing
have to
towards
tell
and
him
we're
what I
both
want right
like 2
now, or-
steps back.
What?
What was
Was
that?
tell him what I want or what?
Tell him what you want.
Like,
He's
tell me
he's
what-
offering you like if you anything you wish, you may have.
The king's favor is all I desire.
Well, you shall have it.
Oh, king, lord, whatever.
Right. So he goes, and you shall have it. He goes, I have summoned these 2. As he then, like, maybe like Fergus and Wayne, you both step up to be equal positions.
Are we
as
taking
Seoras.
knees when talking to this guy, or
Oh,
is
yeah.
he not that kind of king?
Yeah, no, there's knees.
Okay, you're taking knees. So
I do.
you step forward. You would I follow suit with Seoras, and take a knee beside him and goes, "Both of you are tasked with escorting Seoras to the tower itself.
Yes, my lord.
It is a dangerous. Yes, my lord. It is it is a dangerous trip, full of not only beasts but citizens within other towns and other lands that may not be trusted.
Yeah, but
I-
we're like the best here, aren't we?
You are. That's why I summoned the two of you." He goes, "I trust you two to take him there safely and then return with news that he has entered the tower."
Should he enter the tower safely? Are we able to join him? At least one of us need be.
No, this is a task specifically only for him. So
I
so he will enter and you two will return.
What if we bring the bearer of bad news in that unlikely event?
In the unlikely event, you still will return. Let me know, and we will find another to send in. So
We can't go in?
no, that is not your mission. Your mission is to escort and return. If you fail, you return with failure and shame. He goes, "But that's anyways. It's not a big deal. You guys will solve. There will be no issue, I'm sure." He goes, "I have provided you with provisions." And as you kind of look off to the side, some servants come walking in with just enough rations for the trip there. With the rations to get there and get back for those that are going to be returning. You also see 2 healing potions each for each of you.
Yeah, healing potions.
How many rations is
It's
that?
enough to get there and back. I'm not gonna.
So I'm just gonna put in the thing.
Alright, I added 2 healing potions.
Okay.
Each, so you have 6 total?
6 total.
Fuck yeah. Now we're really cooking with gas. Alright, continue.
He looks at you and he goes, "Is there anything else you may require for this mission?"
Unless you have any weapons that we
I was
would
about
be
to
able
say.
to test out on our trials.
Waylon kind of pats
Lances?
down his sides. Some daggers would be useful.
I look at our party? Does anyone
So-
on our group have an actual ranged weapon?
We
That's
all
why I'm
have.
asking. That's why I'm asking for daggers.
None of you
Oh.
have.
So I am the only one with a close range weapon.
Everybody has the lance. Everybody has a lance. You can use it as one-handed and you get reach, or you can use it two-handed. You don't get reach.
Get plus one.
It'd be like normal like sword combat, but you get a +1 damage when using it. So You
Reach
don't-
just means you don't have to move close and you can
Think-
make it.
think
action.
10
They're
foot
still gonna
versus
attack
5 feet.
you on their turn.
10 versus 5.
They still attack you on the next turn, so there's no point in doing the one-handed.
I could use a squire.
That's not true, because if they have like a close tag and they're not in range, you can make an attack. Even if you fail that attack, they technically couldn't hit you.
I could use a squire for this trip.
He goes,
Give me Andy.
Squire, yes. He goes, yeah. He goes, of course. He goes, and he kind of, servant comes out and goes, yes, Lord. He goes, bring me a squire. And he goes, as they start, he goes, wait, bring me Andy. As Andy comes in, in his like it takes maybe about 15 minutes. It's a small I think he was 8. I think is how old we had him. Maybe
He's 8 or 9, yeah.
8 or 9. He's coming in. He's got a little backpack on, his own little short sword on his side.
Little flag.
A little flag, yes. As he goes, you summon me, my lord? He has to be a more higher pitched voice, but he goes, yes. He goes, you will join Seoras on his mission to the tower and aid him in any way he requires.
Poor Andy, why did he have to die?
He goes,
Have
and
you seen this child before?
I mean, you've seen squires before. It's nothing out of the
Do I
ordinary.
no, but do I know that? Do I know Andy?
That's
is
up
what
to
I
you.
wanted to know.
You can know.
All right,
anything
well
about
then I
good
want to
enough.
say I know Andy. Keep going.
Okay. So he looks at you and go, and then he kind of looks at him and goes, "Of course, my lord. Anything for you." And he kind of skips over and runs over towards Seoras and goes, "I'm gonna be your squire." So happy.
Exciting
Chipper.
time.
He goes, "I hope so."
I take a knee and go, "How's Woody, Andy?"
How do you know him? But no,
How do I?
He's his. He's his.
it's his imaginary friend.
Yeah, he looks into his pocket and says, "He's doing good."
Yeah, he's good.
That's good, my boy.
Yes, yeah.
Let us go.
Okay, so as you guys get ready to leave, you hear what?
I asked for
Oh my
daggers.
God, you're about
Daggers?
to.
Oh no, you do not get daggers. As a lancer itself, you do not really get thrown weapons. It is not
So
part.
we're now playing hack and slash the game, is what
You
you're
guys
saying.
have lances. That is your weapon. That is the choice weapon of the lancer. So
The Lancer.
you, as you begin to leave, you hear this noise from
Oh.
a door. Yes.
Before the door, can I request possibly a shield?
Can, but the thing is you get 1 armor from a shield. Well actually
But you get one armor from a passive.
when you
so
wear
it's
no
either
armor when you wear neither armor nor carry a shield, you get +1 armor.
Hey Amell, he wants
Where is
something to
this?
drop.
It's unencumbered and unharmed.
It's on all of us. None of us actually have armor on.
Yeah. I've
But
never
I mean,
had armor.
if you request a shield and Amell,
never.
it's a good idea because
can
you
just
have the
have
same
one.
amount. Yeah, you have the same amount of armor, and you'll have an item to drop, and you'll still have 1 armor when you drop it.
Well, I'm just saying that like one of us should possibly have a shield.
That's cool. If you want a shield, that's more than something they actually can give you. So they come out bringing like a medium-sized shield with the crest of the Storm Isles on it.
It's 2 lightning bolts going towards a peak.
Okay, cool.
So as you guys get ready to leave, you all turn and walk away after you bow to the Lord. You hear like a squirt from a chair as you start hearing these little like light footsteps running from behind.
Oh God, no, 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 no.
As
I'd
you
like to
turn-
intervene if possible.
As you turn around, Seoras, you watch as her name that I can't pronounce turns, runs, and hugs you
Yes.
and kisses
Yep.
you on the cheek.
Nah,
And she's like,
don't stop.
"Good luck, Seoras." And she goes, "Return safely to this land." And she lets you go. And then she kind of
Thank you, my man.
calmly, like
Keep the
nicely
Lord
hugs
safe.
the other 2 of you.
Keep the Lord safe is what I say to her.
But she hugs the other 2 of you, no kisses on the cheek, and then kisses Andy on the forehead. And he kind of beams and blushes from it. As she walks away, and you just watch as the Lord, whatever he had in his hand, it just kind of breaks to pieces.
Crushes?
Yeah, he crushes it.
It
So,
wasn't me. I didn't want this to happen.
as
I
Yeah.
kind of like share glances with Fergus or whatever his name is. I can't.
Fergus is just staring straight forward.
Oh, that's cool.
Seoras also stands there staring straight forward.
Wow, you are a bunch of
And then-
fucking
and then
dead people.
Andy looks and goes,
Presence
Shall
of a Lord.
"Should we leave?"
Shrugs.
Yes, Andy. Let's undergo this journey.
As you get one last quick glance as she walks away with the really nice hips, and you go. As you all exit. So, you're now outside in Olina. You have all the provisions you require. You have your potions. There's nothing. You don't really bring in any additional money with you or anything like that. So there's nothing else to buy. So we are going to start our perilous journey. The journey is going to take us across the Thunder Plains to the harbor town of Kinsale. It is a very prosperous harbor. It's really
Port
one of the
city.
only harbors in the entire island itself. So we need to decide on who's going to be the quartermaster, the scout, and the navigator.
I will be the quartermaster. What do I roll for that? Wisdom?
Yes, navigator is going to be it's wisdom.
We're escorting, so it's got to be
Wisdom
one of us.
is
I'll just be Phil.
Quartermaster?
I'll take
The
whatever
navigator should be the
Seoras
people escorting, shouldn't it?
requests.
Because we're showing him the way. So
you
wouldn't
guys.
that make sense?
You guys are friends, so it's up to whoever does whatever. You guys are all going to be kind of together for the most part.
Well, whatever.
I
The
think
story-based
all-
campaign doesn't need to be
I-
story-based.
We're the ones that you roll, Aaron. Wisdom.
It is for navigators, and for the other ones, it's wisdom. As Seoras does that for quartermaster.
I am neither intelligent nor wise.
Considering we have
Nobody
enough
is.
rations, I technically have 1 int.
I have 1 wisdom.
I have -1 and 0.
It's amazing. Okay.
I turn to Andy. I'm like, Andy,
My
please,
boy.
Andy.
You want the squire to navigate or scout.
Andy, surely, are you intelligent or wise?
Is navigate wisdom?
Navigation
Yeah.
is intellect.
Damn it. Wisdom
Scouting
is the
is
court master?
wisdom.
Oh,
Dude,
scouting.
You're not gonna roll worse
Wait,
than
are
I
you sure
rolled,
about that?
Sam.
Yes, I'm 100% sure. It's normally wisdom for all of them. The only one that changed was navigation.
Okay, so which one am I filling right now, Aaron? Just tell me.
Oh,
intellect
okay,
or
I'll
wisdom?
go-
I think you're doing...
Whatever one you don't have
Int.
is -1 in.
Which one was that, Mike?
That one.
Int?
Well, me and Theodogus don't know
Yeah.
what we're doing.
So, Tim, you should navigate with a 0, and Mike can scout with a
Oh.
0. Because if not, you're going to have a navigator that has a -1.
No, it's fine. Wow.
Great session.
Wow.
All right, everybody mark some experience.
So
Yeah, we did.
is this where this
You-
has become a 2-day thing?
No, it's fine. It's just...
Does Seoras just die here and
No.
he
No,
dies in the
Sirius
other
doesn't
game?
die here. You guys will die here.
So, for most of the trip, you guys are kind of going slow. It's on account of, like, you guys are following a
we're
road.
reminiscing,
So-
okay?
You guys, yeah, you kind of like, jolly talking about like the old days, some parts of training when someone got their ass handed to them by like the trainer because you thought you were better than them.
You remember Miss Morelda? She was a lovely glass at the Eastport City. Kinsale. Maybe she'll be there for you, Fergus.
I barely remember her. Really, my mind is always a blur.
So,
Apparently.
so you guys are eating a lot during this time. Like you're not really paying attention because you have so much food. You're like, we can just eat some.
Andy, more snacks.
So, Andy's like, are you sure we should be having more? Shouldn't we save some?
We can
Andy,
always get
respect
more
your
later.
elders.
He looks at you and he goes, I'm his squire, not yours.
Did he ask you to do something?
Hi, Andy, why do you sound like a little girl all of a sudden?
Because I'm a little boy, and sometimes little boys sound like little girls.
Deal with it.
Maybe we should get you a
Puts on
haircut
black.
later.
So,
Sunglasses.
as you're asking him this, you aren't really paying attention because you're having this talk. You guys are all kind of giving Andy shit. As from the side, you aren't really paying attention. From the side comes out this large razor boar out of the brush. Comes charging for. I'm talking large. I'm talking like 5 feet tall razor boar. Has a spear stuck in its side as it's charging through the group. I need everybody to give me a dex roll to avoid it.
Oh, I was
Why
gonna
did you
defend,
dex roll?
but it's a surprise, so it's gotta be a dex.
Oh my god! I'm gonna enter the tower at level 9 at this rate.
I'm able to use Valor now, right?
You guys have entered a dangerous situation, so we may ask our valor questions. So let's take a
Great.
look here.
I would like to act to
I will
protect
ask them.
another or
I'm
in the
acting-
service of a higher ideal.
Are
So
you following your code?
are you So let's see. Are you what is your codes? What are your 2 codes?
Who are you
My
talking
the
to?
code of honor?
Mike,
just
what
staring
your
at it.
code of honor, Mike? What is your code?
What are the
What
two
are the
that
2
are
you
highlighted?
have?
It should be three,
To
though.
avoid using
Choose
unfairness,
2 plus
meanness,
1.
and deceit, and to obey those placed in authority.
Well, you are following what the Lord
You
told
are.
him, so he is doing that.
Is. So we're gonna go with that. So you have a yes to protecting another in the service. You're protecting Seoras in general. Are the odds greatly against you guys? No. It's only 1.
Am I
Oh.
acting without expectation of reward?
Yes.
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 So you all get 2 valor.
2 valor.
Except for Seoras.
No, he's
There's
still
no reward. There's no monetary reward. I'm not expecting a reward for killing this boar.
Oh,
Correct.
we're
It's
doing
in
it
the
just for the boy.
in the
I got
situation.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys get 2 valor as this boar charges through.
I choose to protect the. Am I able to use that to even protect the kid?
Defend. He
You
wants
can-
to defend.
You can grab the kid and move him out of the
Okay.
way. So you could
Since you rolled an 11.
yeah, I'm fine with you. Don't worry about necessarily
I don't think me or Tim are ever going to break a 7.
I can't believe I rolled 2 1s and then
So,
fucking.
Fergus
go.
is prepared. As you know, you're shooting the shit with the kid. Fergus, you hear it. You grab him, turn, and like jump out of the way and kind of like land on your back. You skid like an inch or two, in the dirt road. As the other two of you get gored by the tusks, you both try to dodge. Both tusks pierce into both of you, dealing a d12 of damage.
What?
Am I able to instead of allowing him to run into the party, like so as I easily dodge out of the way, I would say that I dodge to the side of the fire, and I notice that the other
This is
two
where you're
kind of
walking.
stumble and can't. Well,
Armor mitigates Tim.
all right. Well, then as we're walking about and I'm able to dodge, I see that the other two aren't gonna make it, and I go to kick dirt in the boar's face, and I'd like to use one of the valor for an obvious and intimidating display of divine authority.
Okay, so you can turn its attention to you. I don't think there's any real way because this is all happening almost. You're almost all.
I would
grouped
like
together.
to.
There's
I
no
would
way
like
to-
you
What are
can
you waiting
avoid
for?
them taking damage. They're gonna take the hit no matter what because of their rolls because they sucked.
Yeah,
Unless
they're-
we choose to
Sure,
use Valor.
I will direct it to me then.
So it's gonna turn its attention towards you.
Are
As
you
you like,
doing a what are you waiting for, or is he using
he's
a
expending
valor?
a valor to have it turn towards them. You guys can expend valor to negate that damage if you do choose so.
Whatever.
As it
Save it.
turns and looks at you, Fergus, and just starts just stomp, like, digging its hoof into the ground. You notice that one of its horns is partially broken off, which is probably why it hurts you a bit more, Wailing, because it's sharper, because it's just jagged bone versus the point.
Ow.
You see the spear in its back, with just blood slowly pooling down its leg as it's standing still.
I would like to stab it in the back.
We have to do initiation, or
No, we're gonna. It's gonna.
That's 5e.
Right now, you
Waylon gets an idea.
both, okay.
Waylon wants to pull out the spear.
Okay, you pull out your lance.
No, not
the one
mine.
in
The
the
one
razor.
in it. I want to pull out the one in it.
Okay. So it starts to charge forward towards Fergus.
I'd like to make an attack whenever I can.
All right. So it's charging towards you. Are you going to try? What? Are you going to try to dodge out of the way of it? Are you just going to try to wait and just strike? What are you
I'm
doing?
going to put my lance two-handed. I'm going to hold my lance, and I'm going to prop it into the ground and have it run right into my lance while my lance is propped into the ground.
All right, give me.
That's like an int roll, isn't it?
I want an int or a
Int?
wisdom roll.
Yeah, because it's,
Wisdom to
it's
place a fucking...
yeah, you're
Okay.
doing something whenever it's been
I'm
ever
just gonna,
brain
you know
planted
what?
something,
I
it's
realize
been-
it's too complicated for my character. I'm just gonna attack it at the same time it attacks me.
So you can
I got
strike.
this
I'm
idea.
explaining
Yeah.
it in some type of a
No, I
interesting-
like it, but that's what makes it fun. Is the
That's the
point of
thing,
not
we
always
keep-
having perfect
I did the
rolls.
thinking, and now he has to rethink it. Attack.
No,
It's just what the game
we're
does.
not
If you do
retconning it.
something-
Go for it. Make an int or wisdom. Go for it.
Oh god.
As you. Okay.
I'm
Go to
never
play-
again doing anything other than
So,
attacking.
it's
for
fine.
the rest of the session.
You guys gotta have fun with your failures. Mark an experience as you plant it in there, but you don't have the angle lined up perfectly. So as it stabs into it, because it's going to stab into it, go ahead and deal your damage. As it then kind of gets but it kind of shoves it back in towards you, and then you feel your lance
Poke you in the
almost
stomach.
start to break when it finally breaks free and then gores the side of you at the same time for a d12 as you deal 6 damage to it.
God. Why are we not using Andy?
I'll
with
take
his plus-
0.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
So you spend a valor, taking as it just brushes just barely along, just kind of cutting a small little sliver into your leather tunic, just barely getting out of the way of it. So, let's go ahead and go with Waylon. As it was running by, you're gonna make a quick dash to try to grab the spear. So go ahead and give me a dex roll to see if you're able
Roll
to
the
grab
4.
this thing. Which one? So you're able to. You kind of jump. You grab it. You kind of roll with it off to the side, so it doesn't stab you as you do. You now have a spear in your hand, and your lance is still on your back. I'm assuming. Whereas Seoras, what are you doing?
Does the boar still look very angry after having a spear removed from it?
It looks extremely angry as you see it turn and look, and there's a huge puncture on the side of its chest. It's kind of torn off to the side where his lance ripped out because he didn't line it up perfectly.
I hit an
Oh,
11.
so-
Come on now.
That's not you. You pulled it out. This is from the stabbing from
Oh, from the
Somebody
Leviticus,
else.
Yeah.
Yes. As you watch as
Well,
the
if it
blood.
looks very angry and there's no like calming the beast down, I will attack it.
All right. So you look at no one else. So you just go running towards it as it starts running towards you. Also, go ahead and give me a con roll.
Con. I rolled a 13 on strength in my hack and slash.
You
No,
need-
but
I'm out. I'm
You are
stronger than
out.
this thing.
it doesn't matter how much stronger you are. If you want to make that your defy danger with strength to outpower it and then roll your hack and slash after. Like, you're
Oh.
both coming at each other. You got to dodge it in some way.
So you're not able to dodge it as it gores into you.
I'm rolling
Oh,
damage
gore
with this
into
thing
it.
first.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Go
my
ahead.
damage to it.
As it strikes into it, the bottom of it pierces because you're kind of low down. Also, it
I'm
pierces
not
under
taking
your
any damage.
it
Fuck that.
pierces under your arm. And you weren't going to take damage you weren't taking damage from the con roll. You're going to take a weakness ability as
Oh,
it strikes
shit.
through. And then
Use Valor.
okay, that's
No
no
weakness
additional.
for me,
Wait,
bitch.
can you
This is single
use? Oh, right, because of the other thing.
So
You
Valor
can't use
allows you to negate and let's specifically see what does Valor specifically say because this actually might. I don't think it works versus abilities.
You can
Okay,
do
No,
so
I can
it's-
avoid
It says
a
take no
single throw.
damage, ignore any penalties you would take on a single action.
So
Actually, I think penalties is like -1s and stuff. Wouldn't that?
it
make
would
sense?
not
ability.
remove debility because debility
But
is not
if
a
I-
penalty.
If I
It's an
ignore any
effect.
damage I take on a single one, the ability would be from.
You're not
damage.
taking
You're not
damage,
taking
though.
any damage at all.
Shut up, Tim. You're not helping me.
So no, Moko,
Your
you
teammates
take
don't-
a -1.
Sorry
Your
that I don't
strength.
want the class to be stupidly broken.
I'm not even playing this class anymore.
As you still hit him, but you take a debility for the 6 for the con.
Is he shaky?
I still think maybe me take a con when I'm stronger than something.
You didn't have to do con. You could have done strength. You could have done
I
dex.
did roll. I rolled a 13 on strength.
Yes,
He's
but that
like,
was for your
"No,
hack and
con."
slash. You also need to dodge in some way, where the power through it, power
Either
like
way,
get hit.
either way,
Mm.
we're done arguing. I called it. It happened. There's no point in bringing it up. You take a debility, and you can deal your damage though, because you did roll a 13.
I already did my damage. I rolled a 6.
6. All right. So as you stab into it, does this thing have any armor? No. Okay. So as you stab into it, you pierce the other side of it. As you watch as it then just continues to run forward for a little bit towards you, Waylon, and then just nose dives into the ground, and just skids forward to its death.
Oh,
Is it dead?
take my arm.
Is it
loose.
moving at all?
To its death.
I'm saying, do I see it moving at all?
No.
Am I able to inspect it to see what happened with the chipped tooth and obviously a spear in it? Does it look like it possibly claimed someone else's life, and what direction did it come from?
Looking at it, it looks like it was the tusk itself. It looks like an old wound. It's not fresh. Some of the bones starting to heal in it. The
Was
spear
the spear
itself-
fresh?
You wouldn't. I mean, there was fresh blood, but you don't know how long it's been. It could have been running.
Did the
around for
blood look like it
hours.
was dried on the side of the boar, or did it look like it just freshly bled?
It has some like matted dried blood on it.
Okay.
Andy, you're worried about all the food and nature provides. As like, grab it by the tusk and start dragging it with us.
All right, it's a roughly a
It's big.
6-day walk still to
Whatever. Then we're going to carve it up for food.
okay.
Are we able to make
We're
a
gonna
dagger
have-
out of its tusks?
We're gonna have.
No,
We're
we're
gonna
not
have
able to get a dagger out of its tusk. You are.
Speaking of weapons, the spear, is that
We have a
throwable?
function.
It has a thrown effect.
The
Yeah,
lance and it's not.
spear has thrown. So it has
Oh,
reach
his
and
spear.
throw.
Yeah.
A spear does. So if anybody has any like way to pull out maybe provisions to salt and cure this meat.
Sure, I'll pull that out
Can
of my
make-
adventuring pack.
Right, so you pull it out of your venturing pack, so you're now able to like that night. You guys spend some time salting and curing the meat to add some more dungeon rations, kind of make up for what you lost from before.
How big are his tusks?
Big enough to gore us?
I don't mean specifically. I don't actually have a clue how big. I mean, they're not like they're probably like 6-8 inches.
Do they look like you can probably use them to make like probably like tips to lances and stuff like that, or spears?
No, because they're curved a little bit, so it wouldn't really make sense for a lance to be used that way.
It'd be more like a slashing weapon, like a sickle.
It's
Yeah,
a
it'd
great
be like a
trophy to
weird
have
stabbing
there, I
type
guess.
weapon.
I think you should keep it.
You can take the
A
two
trophy
if
of
you
the
want.
hunt.
I don't know. The more I look at it, I don't really see anything I can do with it. Thank you, though.
Hey, sometimes you just own things just to have them.
Wayland takes it. A nice trophy. A nice reward. Even though
See,
he had no
Wayland's got the
participation
idea there.
other than taking the sphere out of the thing.
Yeah.
But I still take it.
So we kill our mutes, and then we're going to like rest, I suppose.
That's
How long
fine.
for
How long
my
have we been
ability
walking?
to stop on its own?
This has been about 2 days out since you guys were first there. What was that, Moko?
How long do the abilities take?
A
Heal.
week of rest or a healing potion?
I'll save it for when I have to use a healing potion to remove it. Just its ability, right?
Just to remove ability only, yeah.
A week of rest, like
I
back
mean,
to
a
back.
night of making camp is you get back half your HP also.
Yes, I'm at full HP.
So
A debility is a penalty, though, I would think, so
If we're
you
go-
can't ignore
It
that.
is. It is.
Okay.
To be honest with me, penalty sounds like -1.
No, he could technically ignore.
And that's what debility is, though,
he
Tim. It's
can
-1 on this
ignore
stat.
it for an action.
Yep, exactly.
So if he
So,
wanted to
like-
expend a valor to ignore that -1 for an action, he could do that. But it would still be there the next time he tries something.
Yeah. That's the way it reads, at least to me.
Yes, that's how it would work.
That makes a lot more sense.
That's why if you're charmed, you can ignore the charm for one action, and then you're charmed
stab the
again
person
right
who's
after.
charming you.
Yeah, it's a potential. So,
Alrighty.
Actually, I don't have protect the weak and defenseless. That's something I picked up later.
Yep.
I picked that up in the tower.
okay, so you guys are now. If we're gonna actually make camp, we're gonna need to make rolls for it.
Yep.
Because potentially stuff that could happen at night. So let's go ahead and go with Seoras. You get to make the make camp roll. It is
What
just
is
a
that?
plain 2d6.
See, if Petron was here, you'd get bonuses.
Petra is currently in a tower somewhere.
Doing tower stuff.
Yep.
So there's make camp. All right.
At this
I gotta
point,
zoom
Zeke
in.
is still like a small lion.
No, he's not. It's not that long. It's been only a couple months, really. So
Dude, the tower is a hyperbolic time chamber.
when
Tim.
you settle into rest, choose a party member, blah blah blah. You roll plus nothing. If you guys got enough experience already to level up, which some of you potentially could.
No.
Okay, so on a 7 and 9, the GM chooses one from the list below. The person on watch notices a nearby discovery. One of the party members of the GM's choice suffers a restless night. A danger approaches. It's not immediately hostile, but whoever stays on watch better stay sharp anyways. When you wake from at least a few hours of interrupted sleep, you are able to eat and drink the night before, which you guys would have eaten your rations. You heal damage equal to half your HP. So, as you're kind of sitting out, Seoras, you notice kind of like often as you guys. This has been another day or two. After you notice almost at the crossroads of the road, you see a hill. On top of that hill, you see a hangman's like noose, kind of like what you would see like Robin Hood, where like 3 or 4 of them could be hung from. And you notice like their skulls like kind of littered around on the ground and stuff. There's
I've
like,
never
2
seen
people.
that on this trip before.
Actually,
I
give
might-
me a spout lore, because you probably
Oh, it's
have.
about lore wisdom.
Yes. No intellect. It's your knowledge.
I don't know. It's a +1 on int, so it's still a fail.
Ouch.
Never
Okay.
seen that before.
Go ahead,
So-
Tim. You better roll
So,
too, because you might know.
You all would have seen this before. So
Are we
everybody-
all supposed to roll? I thought we
You
were.
all could roll. It's fine.
I don't know.
If you don't
Alright.
want to, Tim, you don't have to. You could not know.
fair,
I was
just
about to say, fine, I'll roll though. Let's see if I know anything about it, because experience.
8.
So
So,
I know a little bit.
I've never seen that before.
Sarah, you've seen it before, but you don't really recall what it was for. Like, yeah, it was something you learned about probably in a textbook a long time ago, and it's just been
Gosh.
that long. So,
Public education.
Waylon, you hear Sirius go, I don't remember that. And then Waylon, you kind of recall that this location used to be used as a place that the Lord would use to punish those for deserting and
The
fleeing
gallows.
from their code, duty, or allowing the death of another in the service. They would be sentenced to death by hanging or beheading. And
So
this
the
is
gallows.
location where the deed was done.
The gallows.
Pretty much.
All
So
right.
it's not necessarily all gallows. Since
Do we have an
there's
icon for our map, please?
This place is where people get punished. Is the short term. I don't really want to
Apparently.
talk about it.
I
You
will,
don't have-
if you're uncomfortable about it, we won't push the issue. And then I go back to doing whatever I was doing, Aaron.
Yeah, we just continue along our
You guys
way, I
just kind of
guess.
continue along the road. That's fine.
Yeah.
I search the gallows for heads.
There you guys go. You're now a bumbling dwarf.
Don't be weird.
There's no sweet loots over there, right?
You want to go over and find out?
No.
Get some diseases.
Now that Tim said that, is there something against looking?
There's nothing against looking. It's just up to your character.
I would like
Would your
to go over
character,
and look.
based on his code, look?
Yeah.
After what my guy said, he probably wouldn't.
Okay. So you go and go look for a little bit.
I guess I'll go with him to make sure he's safe.
So
You find a bunch of lances.
you find it. You're looking. I mean, for the most part, there's a lot of skulls. From the beheadings that heads have just been kind of left around and eventually rotted off till there was just bone. Like I said, there's 2 hanging bodies. You're you spend some time looking around, kind of investigating the area because
How old are these bodies?
the bodies they're pretty ripe. They're pretty. So but you're looking
Like,
around.
if you poke it, they fall down ripe?
like okay, yeah. So
Like-
you go up and poke it.
I'm just asking, like, is that how ripe it is?
I mean, to be fair, you have to go up
I'm
and
not
poke it to
poking
find
it.
out. So
I'm not touching
You're
it.
not entirely sure
I'm not
if it's
touching
right
it.
that ripe. So as you're looking around,
Andy, don't touch this.
Fergus, Andy looks at you and goes, I wasn't planning on touching it.
I'm just saying that, Andy. It's just
So-
a reinforcement of good behavior.
Do I have to make some type of a roll, or?
No. Because you came here, you found this. So you go and you're looking around. Under the wooden planks of where the hangman's nest is, I guess. I don't know what it would be called. But you notice a kind of like a lightish blue glow, almost like a ghostly looking glow.
Okay. Well, obviously, the next thing to
Fergus-
happen is me looking to see what the light
Right.
blue glow thing is.
So
I
you
fear
kinda-
this. You best be careful. You don't know what's going on over here.
So you look down under and you find a skull that has this glow emanating from its eyes and from its mouth. It's just laying there on the dirt. It's not like connected to anything.
I Fergus, I think it'd be best to leave well alone.
What are you guys seeing over there?
So
What is he-
then, does anything alarm me in my head about this skull, or am I still at a 4 or whatever?
You can give me a spout lore. That's fine. You can give me an int roll.
What's okay? And
So
It's a 6 because he has a minus. Oh no, never mind. That's a macro roll.
I have a +1.
Oh, I
that's-
thought you said you had a -1 on your int.
apparently it's on.
I
wisdom.
do, but I get +1 on your next roll if you're acting in the way.
Oh, so it'd
Right.
just be a 0.
So yeah. It's fine either way. I'm trying to blank here. So you would recognize you have known at least in the past that some tormented souls at points don't always go when they're wrongly accused of whatever action or thing they were accused of when they were killed. So this you would assume was probably someone that was murdered, that was never not murdered, but punished for something they didn't actually do, and it's kind of manifested in an actual physical form, which is this magical type of item. You don't necessarily know exactly what it does, but you think it could potentially be useful.
Okay. I will then. So I believe that something unfairly was done to this item or to this person. So, all right, I'll pick it up to see if there's some way, I guess, that either I can help it or whatnot.
So you grab it. You look at it. I mean, nothing, no ghost, nothing appears. Like you're kind of like looking around. Andy's looking around. Everybody's like just ready for something to happen, and it's quiet and calm. It's glowing. It has like a kind of a faint glow as you touch it. You know, instead of being a bright glow as it kind of was, it kind of fades down a bit, where it's just there, but not like illuminating anything.
And it doesn't react in any different way to anything I do, right? Like if I hold up to the sun, put it in the darkness.
No, nothing like that. It doesn't really change at all.
It's Fergus. Put that thing in your bags and let's go. Let's give me the willies.
Okay.
Okay.
So, knowing that, I just give the skull a hug and then I put it in the bag.
Do you hug it?
Sure.
Feels
Knowing
bad
that it
for
was
his fucking
it
soul.
was unfairly killed and it's tortured, yeah.
What was that look Moko just gave to the camera?
So you guys spend about 2-3 days on the road, traveling down. You eventually make it to Kinsale. It is a very quaint harbor town. Same kind of color.
Port City.
Port City. You would see the same kind of coloring as you did in Olena. You've all been here at least once before on some kind of mission off the island itself. Right now, same thing. You see some storms off in the distance, but really the storm season where usually like the actual isles themselves get hit with rain and thunder storms isn't really kind of is at a impasse at the moment, so it's a good time to go and leave, which is one of the reasons why this mission was given to you at this point in time, Seoras. A boat has already been procured for you guys to travel, so you already have that information. You would be given to you by the king. And
Not king.
sorry, Lord. But
Yeah.
you guys are in town for a brief, short
Just
time,
stuck with Warden.
so it wouldn't have made any difference.
Hey, so let's all go to the bar. Relax there for a while.
Ugh.
So you guys are walking down. You eventually get to the bar. As you like enter the bar, Seoras, a girl with glasses on and a ponytail, kind of like
Glasses, huh? I
Glass.
didn't realize they had glasses.
they got glasses.
Is
She's-
it like nerdy kind of looking, or
Yeah,
like
nerdy
what?
kind
It's their magical glasses.
So
It's
It's
being
magical
spectacle.
plumbing.
if there's monocles, there's glasses.
Hey, is it
That's
like a
true.
spectacle? Do I need to take these for my future trip?
I don't know.
Take the
So-
glasses from the girl so she
So
can't
she
see
kind of
anything.
she kind of looks at you as you're entering in. She kind of like blushes and like runs.
So, Fergus, how's the farm that you grew up on? Yes, your family still owns it, don't they?
They do. The potato crop this year hasn't been so well, but I mean, the carrots have well more than made up for it.
Everyone loves a carrot for a good stew.
Yeah. They're good. They just, it's hard when a whole year is just of carrots. I mean, damned if you carrot, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Andy looks at you and goes, "That wasn't funny."
Andy, if we wanted your opinion, we would have asked for it.
Wow, so rude to Andy.
Andy
He
looks
speaks
at you,
up.
Seoras
Wyland
goes,
speaks up.
"Of course." And he goes back to like eating whatever he's eating at the moment.
Wyland gets up close to Andy and puts an arm around it. It's okay. You're
Yeah,
doing
It
fine.
wasn't a funny joke.
I tell Wayland, it's not always okay. People should always know to follow authority.
He goes,
That's just the way the world works.
but Andy kind
Following
of
authority
So-
is being rude.
However, Waylon, have you ever been off the island before?
Have I?
up to you.
That
I would- I
that
would
is a
s-
question there for you, Waylon. I don't know if you have it or not. That's why I asked.
Damn it, Amell. Make me make choices. Why can't you just be like, no, you have
Dude, you get to make up anything.
anything?
Anything you want,
you
man.
can make up a location, and there's nothing in this world yet really crazy. So anything you make up will be created eventually. But you can just say whatever you want. You could have gone on an epic fight to fight like 4 dragons for all we know.
Yeah, I've been off to the west, past all of the small islands that are broken off there.
There is a
place-
large island over there, so you know, like way like that way, kind of like Japanish looking, like shape
Yeah, I
wise.
know. I'm saying past that.
It's off to the east, not west, but whatever.
Well,
Well,
Well, I guess it's technically east if it's
either
around the world. Yeah.
It's either
Yeah.
way.
Gotcha. How was it?
It was interesting. There was a lot of creatures I haven't seen before. I don't know if they were natural, but I don't know the name of the place. I didn't stay long.
I sometimes the Lord sends us on missions to do questionable things for our safety, but we do it because we value our people and the Isles. Fergus and myself have done some traveling, though.
And he kind of looks at you and goes like, "What kind of traveling?"
Hi, Fergus. Go ahead and tell them about that time we were over in whatever it's called. I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
The most recent one, or the one from
The one after we finished our training when I first became a captain.
when you first became a captain? Yeah, we went off to faraway land.
Called.
A little bit more attention than I think that we bargained for. Mostly, I think it was him pulling the women, but the town didn't take too kind to it. But overall, the battles were good. The ale was good as well.
Andy's eyes kind of go back, like, "What did you fight?"
Well, all matter of demons. Andy, have you seen a
Demons?
demon before or heard of them?
I know. Everybody's heard of demons, but
No,
I've never
not
seen
just
one.
demons. They're demon centaurs.
I really don't like undead.
They had 4
Wait.
arms, Andy. 4 arms.
Please.
4 arms.
4 armed centaurs with horns that were like 2 feet long, with skulls on the top because that's where they put their enemies.
Andy's eyes are slowly getting like wider and wider. Like,
They eat children.
We're
They
not
come to
going
night.
near there, right?
No,
No?
that's way far
Whew.
off to the east.
But yeah, undead. Those are the worst. I don't want to go near undead.
Nobody likes undead. What a morbid sense of humor as I look over at Wayland.
We noticed Ender Eye, but we don't know who he is. He's just kind of in the bar.
Somebody say undead?
Ender eye.
Exactly. Because fucking Andy, the way he said it, just reminded me.
So, he was,
Should we be staying here for the night and then find passage, or should we just go find passage right now and then worry about it later?
I say we go at the pace of whatever is best for all. I think we should stay for the night just to kind of pass some time. I
Does Amell
noticed
wanna
that
talk?
you've been
What is
feeling a little
this?
sluggish.
you're feeling a tug on your sleeve as you're you guys are talking about
Who?
this. From Andy.
Who?
Seoras, you would feel this. You go,
Hi Andy, what do you need, lad?
we already have passage. It's tomorrow. As he like pulls out the
yes,
slips.
yes.
He was already prepared for us.
See, Andy, this is why we keep you around to remind us of things that we constantly forget about.
Yes. We are supposed to board the Salty Sally.
Oh God.
This is like, it's a weird name for a boat.